we continue from where we left off in part 1. Here, we lower the bottom point of the center front by 3/4 of an inch. Next, we pull up the dart by 2.5 inches. Now let's add a notch to the front pattern. With the Relative and Other Point tool, we select the section of the side panel and copy the length with Ctrl+C. Then using the plus quick step, which is the same as adding 0 ease, we add a notch to the front pattern. We change the smooth grading notch point to a non-smooth grading notch point using the Ctrl and Alt keys. Then we add a notch to this point on the side panel using the End quick step. Notice the matching length of each notch section. Now let's blend the hemlines together with the block blending tool. Here we select only the hemlines by using the Tab key. Then we type LBB1 where L matches the side lengths, and click on an endpoint to start blending. Here we also use the Alt key so that the pattern pieces are rotated in relation to a reference point. Next, we blend the armhole sections together. We select all the armhole sections, type MBB1 where M matches the corner angles, and click on an endpoint with the Alt key down. The pattern pieces are rotated so that the connecting corners are next to each other. Now we're going to extract the armhole curve in order to construct the sleeve. With the Curve Blending tool, we select all the armhole sections, type BB, and click on an endpoint. Then we select the Cancel Keep Joined Line button, which allows us to extract the connected armhole curve. Next, we separate the front armhole sections from the back with Ctrl+X and Ctrl+V. Now let's construct the sleeve. We create a block 14 inches wide and 18 inches high. Then we place the point tool over the top section and type 1 to add a point at the center. Next, we move this point over to the right by 3/8 of an inch using the right arrow key. Then we move down the 2 endpoints by 5 inches. Now we turn on the grid and set the sleeve cap point as the relative grid origin. We click and drag up to 2.5 inches away from the origin on the left, and click and drag up to 2 inches away from the origin on the right. We change the relative grid origin, and click and drag down to 1.25 inches from the left point, and click and drag down to 2 inches from the right point. Next, we place the front and back armhole curves on the corresponding sleeve cap side points. Then we select the Rotate Pattern command and rotate the curves so that they are touching the sleeve cap frame. We disable the armhole curves and blend the sleeve cap with BB3, which gives us 3 additional control points. Now that we're done blending the sleeve cap, we enable the armhole curves and move them away. We're going to adjust the sleeve cap length to be 1/2 an inch longer than the armhole curves. With the Segment Length tool, we select the armhole curves and copy the length with Ctrl+C. Then we select the sleeve cap section and click on an endpoint to bring up the window. We add 1/2 an inch to the copied length for the ease amount. We want the change to be applied to both sides and select the vertical adjustment. Notice the change from the original pattern. Next, we adjust the sleeve hem length to 10 inches. Here we want the change to be applied to both sides and the move to be along the line. As shown here, the segment length tool supports various adjustment methods. Next, we add a point to the sleeve hem, move it up by 3/8 of an inch, and change it to a smooth grading point so the hem curves naturally. Here we use the tilde key to show all the curve points. We add a curve point to the side of the sleeve and move it in to add a curve. Then we copy and paste the section to the other side of the sleeve, flipping it over with the Control and right arrow keys. Now let's add notches to the sleeve cap. With the relative another point tool, we copy the notch intervals from the armhole sections. We select the first section and copy the length with Ctrl+C. Then we place a notch at the same length on the sleeve cap using the plus quick step. We continue adding notches to the sleeve cap. Here is the added ease amount. We add a point in the middle, change it to a smooth grading point, and delete these notches. Now we're going to construct a ruffled cuff. With the perimeter measurement tool, we measure the length of the sleeve hem. Then with the draw rectangle tool, we copy the measurement by clicking on it with the Control key. This will be the width of the cuff, and the height will be 3.5 inches. Now with the ruffle shirring tool, we select the top and bottom sections of the cuff. The number of divisions will be 10, and we set the total adjustment of the red side to be 140%. We click on the Update button to preview the change. Let's make the total adjustment be 145%. Next, we're going to construct the collar. With the Curve Blending tool, we select the front neck sections, type BB, and keep the join line. Then, we measure the length of the front and back necklines and add them together. We copy the width measurement with the Control key and type 1.25 inches for the height. Now, with the relative another point tool, we copy the back neckline measurement with Ctrl+C. Then we add notches at the same interval on the collar. We convert these points to non-smooth grading points with the Ctrl+Alt keys. Next, we move the front points up by 1/2 inch and blend the bottom section. We copy the blended section and paste it to the top section. Now, with the perpendicular tool, we copy the front neckline measurement and apply it to the collar. We cut out the excess amount and delete it. Then, with the round corner tool, we round the top corner by a 1/4 inch radius. Next, we add mirror lines to the collar, back yoke, and back patterns using the M quick step. This concludes part 2 of this video series. As highlighted in these videos, the use of quick steps facilitates the drafting process. StyleCAD has many features that are easy to learn, allowing you to save time and work efficiently.